What if I told you the only thing standing between who you are and who you could become is the story you keep telling yourself? Let that sink in. Because every day you wake up, look in the mirror, and unknowingly choose which version of you will walk into the world. The one making excuses, or the one rewriting destiny. Most people never reach the top 1%, not because they lack talent, not because they lack opportunity, but because they refuse to confront themselves. They say they want greatness. They say they want change. But when the work shows up, they disappear. Everybody loves the idea of becoming exceptional until they realize what it demands. You want to be in the top 1%? Then imagine walking into a room with 100 people and walking out number one. Not top 10, not top 5, number 1. You want to be in the top 0.1%? Now imagine entering a high school gym filled with 1,000 people and still leaving number 1. You want to be in the top 0.01%? Picture an entire stadium, 10,000 people fighting for the same dream, the same opportunity, the same life, and you are the one who walks out undefeated. You think you can achieve that living a soft life? You think you can live like everyone else and somehow rise above them? You think greatness comes from comfort? Greatness comes from sacrifice, discipline, obsession, consistency even when your soul is exhausted. And here's the part nobody wants to hear. You can't fake this. You can't pretend your way into the elite, because the truth is revealed every morning when the mirror confronts you. Your friends can lie to you. Your family can lie to you. The world can lie to you. But the mirror never lies. When you look at yourself alone with no distractions, no noise, no validation, you see exactly who you are. You see the excuses. You see the procrastination. You see the wasted potential. And deep down, you know the truth. You say you want more, but your actions say otherwise. You say you want success, but you let fear decide your future. You say you want change, but you keep repeating the same patterns that are destroying you. You want to achieve something serious? Then become serious. Stop chasing shortcuts. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop pretending like tomorrow is promised. Start acting like every second matters. Being exceptional means being willing to walk alone, being misunderstood, being judged, being rejected, being doubted. Most people won't understand you because your ambition exposes their laziness. Your discipline exposes their excuses. Your growth exposes their stagnation. And because it makes them uncomfortable, they will try to drag you back to normal, back to average, back to the level they feel safe around. But here's the truth. Exceptional people do not blend in. Exceptional people do not lower their standards. Exceptional people do not apologize for wanting more. Oil and water do not mix. Neither do uncommon people in common environments. If you want to rise, you must outgrow the rooms you're in. You must outgrow the habits you're clinging to. You must outgrow the version of yourself that's killing your potential. And that's not easy. It's war. A war fought in silence, in sacrifice, in discipline, in the hours nobody sees. But if you want to stand at the top, even once in your life, you must be willing to become someone nobody around you has ever seen. Because average people do not create uncommon results. Only exceptional people do. And exceptional people are forged, not born. If you truly want to rise to the top, you must understand something most people never learn. You cannot build an exceptional life with a normal mindset. Your environment, your habits, your thoughts, they will betray you long before the world does. Everybody talks about goals. Everybody talks about dreams. But almost nobody talks about the version of you that must die for the new one to rise. Because the truth is simple. You cannot take your old self into your new life. You say you want success, but you keep feeding the same habits that are destroying you. You say you want discipline, but you keep negotiating with your excuses. You say you want a new life, but you cling to the very behaviors that built the life you want to escape. Success is not about wanting. Success is about becoming. And becoming requires pressure. Pressure exposes who you really are. Pressure reveals the cracks in your character. Pressure strips away illusions, excuses, and lies until the truth is all that remains. Ask yourself, when life punches you in the mouth, who shows up? When your plans collapse, who shows up? When opportunities disappear and doors slam shut, who shows up? Because that version of you is the real you, not the version you pretend to be on good days, not the version you talk about on social media. The real you is the one who appears when everything falls apart. And if that version of you is weak, unfocused, undisciplined, then you have work to do. Most people crumble under pressure because they never train their mind. They expect life to be easy. They expect success to feel good. They expect the path to be smooth. But life is not built that way. Life is a battlefield. And only those who develop mental armor survive long enough to win. So understand this. Your mind is your greatest weapon and your greatest enemy, depending on who controls it. When fear controls your mind, you shrink. When doubt controls your mind, you hesitate. When excuses control your mind, you stagnate. When comfort controls your mind, you die slowly. But when you control your mind, everything becomes possible. This is why the top 1% gets ahead. They do not wait for motivation. They do not wait for clarity. They do not wait to feel ready. They move. They act. They execute, especially when they don't want to, because they understand something most people don't. The mind becomes stronger through sacrifice. It becomes sharper through suffering. It becomes unstoppable through consistency. And here's the truth about consistency. It isn't about perfection. It's about refusing to quit. It's about showing up after you fail. It's about doing the work when nobody sees, especially then. People think success comes from big decisions. It doesn't. Success comes from the thousands of micro decisions you make daily. Wake up early or sleep in. Work or procrastinate. Learn or distract yourself. Push or quit. Grow or stay comfortable. These moments, small as they seem, determine your destiny far more than the big ones, because the big moments expose what you did in the small ones. Here's a truth most people never accept. Your future is hidden inside your daily habits. Your destiny is shaped in silence before it is revealed in public. That is why the top 1% think differently. They are not chasing motivation. They are chasing identity. They ask, who must I become to earn the life I want? Not, what is the fastest way to get it? You want greatness? Then you must become the kind of person who cannot live without progress, who feels sick when they waste time, who refuses to settle, who rejects mediocrity, who is willing to sacrifice today for the person they want to be tomorrow. Because the truth is brutal and simple. You cannot live a normal life and expect an extraordinary result. Let me tell you a truth most people spend an entire lifetime avoiding. Your life will not get better until you get better. Your circumstances will not change until you change. Your results will not evolve until you evolve. People wait for the world to shift, for luck to appear, for opportunities to magically land in their lap. But the world doesn't reward desire. It rewards transformation. You say you want to be extraordinary. Fine, but understand something. Extraordinary results require an extraordinary version of you, not the version filled with excuses, not the version addicted to comfort, not the version waiting for motivation, not the version that quits every time life gets difficult. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. So, if you want to reach the top 1%, your habits must be forged in discipline, not emotion. Your mindset must be built on truth, not comfort. Your spirit must be stronger than your circumstances. Because here is the raw, uncomfortable reality. Nothing gets easier. You get stronger. But strength isn't given, it's earned. Earned through sacrifice. Earned through pain. Earned through doing the things weak versions of you refuse to do. You want a better life? Then break the patterns that built the one you want to escape. Every time you wake up early, when your mind begs you to sleep, you are becoming stronger. Every time you work on your goals while others waste time, you are becoming stronger. Every time you silence the voice of doubt and move anyway, you are becoming stronger. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you are becoming stronger. And every time the world knocks you down and you rise again, not the same, but sharper, wiser, more resilient, you are becoming unstoppable. Greatness is not lightning. It is a slow burn. It is the accumulation of thousands of moments when you choose who you want to become. And yes, the world will doubt you. They will laugh. They will misunderstand. They will gossip. They will call you obsessed, intense, delusional. Good. Let them talk. Because their words are a reflection of their limits, not yours. You weren't born to be average. You weren't born to follow. You weren't born to live small. There's a reason that dream inside you refuses to die. There's a reason you feel restless when you settle. There's a reason you keep imagining a stronger, louder, more powerful version of yourself. That dream is not random. It is your future self screaming, "Do not abandon me." And deep down, you know you're capable of more. You know there's a fire inside you that hasn't burned in years. You know that the person you pretend to be is nothing compared to the one you could become. So here is your moment. Right now, listening to this. This is a line in the sand. This is the moment the old you dies, so the new you can rise. No more waiting. No more hesitation. No more excuses. No more fear. No more lying to yourself about your potential. From this moment forward, you will think differently. You will act differently. You will train your mind like a warrior. You will build habits that create a future you're proud of. You will rise after every fall. You will chase growth, not comfort. And you will stop apologizing for wanting to become exceptional, because you are not chasing greatness. You are becoming it. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your rise. The version of you that conquers fear, that breaks limits, that refuses to give up, that shows the world exactly who you were meant to be. That version starts now. Nothing gets easier. You get better. Every day, every choice, every step. And one day, maybe sooner than you think, the world will look at you and say, "How did you become unstoppable?" And you'll smile, because you'll know the truth. You created that version of yourself. One disciplined, painful, powerful day at a time.